Hello there, people. I think it would be a good idea to explain what this seal kit is all about. We've been doing this for a few years now, and because of the very high cost of the Kinetico repairs from the engineers from Kinetico, more and more people have decided to give this a try and solve the problems with their own softeners. So we've recently updated this kit, January 2023. So it now comes with every moving seal inside the softener. This does not include the large red level seals. These are the ones that separate the levels on the softener head itself. But these are the essential seals that effectively make the softener work properly. So the components with the seals on inside the softener, we are now supplying every single one. Now, just to be clear on this, the level seals that separates the levels, mostly they do not have any effect on the performance of the softener. So really they're just to separate the levels and the parts between the levels. If you take a look at one of the seals, you'll see that it sections off the parts inside the softener because they don't move, they don't wear. They're clamped between the flat surfaces. So they tend to not need replacing unless, of course, you have some exceptional high pressure event or something like that causes it to bridge the gap, and they tend to leak to the outside. So if you've got water running to the outside of the softener, you can sometimes find that you will need to replace those seals, but often they'll last 20-30 years and they don't need replacing. However, the inside seals, the internal seals, they do tend to need replacing because they're actually working against the sides of plastic, and they tend to wear the edges off, and that's what causes the softener to go faulty most of the time. So we now include all the seals inside. So we just drop down here, you can see some of the basics. We supply a lot of video links with this kit. I think there's something like 15 videos in detail how to explain what it does explain how to take the thing apart, how to refit all the parts, and what to check for. So, you know, this is what we specialise in. So we just go down through. There's anything obvious here, I will say, but we've also included there's a resin change video. We show you how to remove the head and refit new resin. There's a few of those on the internet, so it's not that essential, but if you do need to do it, it's a good thing to look into. But mostly the resin doesn't need changing. You don't really need to change the resin. Very rarely is it a resin fault. Usually it's something to do with the seals that are inside the head. So this is the head, so you can see what it looks like. They're mostly the same. There's a few variations, but the design is pretty universal on most softeners. So, you know, most people say, will it fit my softener? If it's a 60 or a different number, we have different numbers in the United Kingdom, but the seal kits will fit all the softeners. So we just keep going down here again now, and we just go down and look at whether there's anything I remember need to say. Okay, so give an example, just one of the things, the small thin tiny balance piston seal, if that isn't fitted correctly or if it's damaged, the water will run to the drain. It's a big issue on a lot of these softeners where they suddenly decide to run to the drain. Now this particular seal is very problematic. It causes a lot of faults. 50% we put here, but we're guessing, but having worked on a lot of these softeners, that is a good percentage of the problems where the water will not stop running, it keeps running to the drain. So, you know, that simple little thing itself is worth knowing. Also, that particular seal is quite problematic. In fact, the seal itself does become dislodged, and sometimes trying to refit a new seal in there does cause a problem for a lot of people. Now, we got some tips with that, and it shows how to overcome that problem. So, you know, just that one thing alone is probably worth the whole cost of this kit and frustration. You know, if you've ever had to call a Kinetico engineer out, I mean, they're sort of $120 an hour, and you know, your average bill is going to be, you know, $500. You know, if you persevere with this kit, work through the actual system itself, you're not going to be far away on getting somewhere handy. Most of the people that work through the kit and work through the videos will solve the problem. So that's another thing. Okay, so let's just quickly go through. So you've got control valve quad seals. These are the 4-edge seals. You've got the purge valve quad seals there. Again, the 4-edge seals. You've got the drain seals. Then you've got the internal piston seals, the large ones, and then you've got the flat washer at the other end. We now include the tapered seals. So we got the tapered seals. These here. These are the ones that go on the drain valves and the control valve. We give you extra actuator O-rings, and we give you extra balance piston O-rings. So if you make a bit of a mistake, you've got some leeway there as well, so you've got an extra one. So this just shows a picture of these seals. These are 4-edge seals. I mean, you could use O-rings, but nothing like as good. These are expensive, but you know, you do get what you pay for. So there you go. So let's just go down here. We've got a couple of sheets we supply. We do a lot of videos. There's more than this, but we supply some sheets now with the drawings on, and we show you exactly where the video, you know, the seals go, and obviously we got the videos on top of that. So there you go. Just go down to the bottom of here now. It's a bit duplicitous, is that the word? We duplicate our information. We've got it written down on a PDF, exploded PDF where all the seals go, and we also show you on a video as well. So that's quite good in itself. So on that, I think we'll just call it a day, and just to give you, you know, a rundown of what you get. I mean, if you call Kinetico, they won't supply you with the parts. They don't like supplying with the parts, people with the parts. So very, very few people will supply. They've got a strict code of conduct. Often companies that have been given the franchise, you know, if they get caught selling outside of their zone, they will be excluded from the system. It's a very strange thing. You know, you can buy repair parts for most cars in the world, most equipment in the world. You can buy parts, but Kinetico, no, they don't do it. So we ship straight away. We always ship straight away. As soon as we get the order, we ship straight away. Now, obviously, once it goes into the system, we use Royal Mail, and then we also use USPS. So it goes from Royal Mail to the other one. Obviously, you've got the custom. Sometimes it gets held in customs, like all packages and packets. They can get held in customs, and they're a law unto their own. They can hold it for as long as they like, and they're not obliged to do anything. They are, in a sense, they are God. You know, they walk on water. Customs and excise, you can't mess with them. They decide. So when you jump up and down and start complaining that you haven't received your parts, it's going to be the customs and excise. They hold the parts. We say between 7 and 10 days, but at times we have had, you know, 6 to 8 weeks before, and we've contacted customs and excise, and to be quite honest, they don't even really want to even discuss anything with you. So I think just to be patient, but mostly 90% of the time, 7 to 10 days, and the item is delivered, unless you're very unfortunate. But that's the way the system is, and we can't change it, can we? So that's that. So what I'll do, I'll also put, I think I'll put the PDFs, the exploded on this site, or the exploded drawings on this site, so you can see where all these seals go. And if you do decide to purchase, you're fully covered. You know, if you don't receive your kit, then we refund. We have no question. We've been doing this for years, so you know, buy with confidence. And you know, although we're in the UK, you know, it doesn't make any difference. We're still selling worldwide, mostly to the United States, Canada too, a little bit in the United Kingdom. It just seems that the Americans seem to be happy to do repairs. I don't know why that is, but they do like doing their own repairs. But and good luck to you, to be perfectly truthful. Anyway, enough of that for now.